Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to never miss any update from Samco.
Hi, I am Anurag, and today I am going to tell you about the UTI AMC IPO. The company is looking to raise Rs 2,160 crore through an offer for sale, and its issue opens from 29th September and closes on 1st October. The price band has been set at Rs 552 to Rs 554 per share for a lot of 27 shares. Now, UTI is India's second largest asset management company in terms of total AUM. It offers a wide range of asset management services, such as mutual funds, PMS, retirement funds, offshore funds, and AIF management, among others. The company has a huge client base with 10.9 million active folios, which account for 12% of the total active folios in India. And its mutual fund segment is the 8th largest in India based on the quarterly average AUM at Rs 1,336 billion as of FY20. Moving on, UTI has smartly improved its asset mix over the past 3 years. This can be seen with a rising share of equity segment in mutual funds from 30% in 2018 to 42% in 2020. This is beneficial as the equity segment generates the highest management fees for the company. It has also increased the share of PMS and other assets under its management. This was primarily driven by the company receiving a mandate to manage 55% of EPFO under PMS in 2019, which resulted in a 400% rise in PMS AUM. This is lucrative as the asset base has grown higher. Comparatively, in Indian markets, when we look at the competitive landscape and compare it to peers, we can see that UTI trades at 18% of its equity AUM compared to HDFC AMC trading at 29%, which is overvalued. This indicates more attractive valuation for UTI versus HDFC AMC. A key barometer for mutual fund performance is SIP AUM, which has been rising consistently for UTI since 2017 from Rs 74.8 billion. The dip in March was due to redemptions owing to COVID-19, but the same has seen a sharp recovery to Rs 99.8 billion in June and can grow further, thereby benefiting the AUM of the company. If we look at its financial performance, it has shown a steady decline in revenue and profits in the past 3 years. March 2020 elevated the pain due to the pandemic, but they are expected to recover as investments resume and the situation normalizes. Overall, the company has seen a significant rise of CAGR 201% in other AUM, with PMS growing due to the mandate, which serves as a crucial growth factor for the asset base. Operationally, UTI seems decent as its net profit margins have been strong at an average of over 32% over the last 3 years. The return ratios have also been stable with average ROE at 12% and ROA at 11% over the last 3 years. Despite all positives, there are some headwinds for UTI going ahead. Firstly, its revenue saw a dip of about 19% from last year, resulting in lower profits as well. While this is a significant drop, it can recover as investments return. Retail investors have been investing directly in equities rather than mutual funds, which hampers its asset-based growth and can impact future revenues. With a large set of AMCs in India, competition over performance and fees can be intense and impact the AUM and revenue of the company if it does not outperform benchmarks and peers. The mutual fund industry continues to be sensitive to guidelines by SEBI, and any rule change around funds and expenses can significantly impact margins. UTI currently trades at a fair valuation with a PE ratio of 25.7 times, which is lower than the industry average of 38.6 times. The company has granted ESOPs at Rs 728 per share, which is higher than the IPO price. This indicates that the company is listing at attractive valuations and offers upside to investors. Growth in AUM, diversified asset management services, and a shift towards a more lucrative asset mix serve as key growth drivers for the company. Therefore, we recommend investors to subscribe to this IPO for listing gains. Thank you.